Welcome back to the Fox Robbins Business Show. Great to have you back again. This Fox Robbins Show is all about developing your very best business ideas. And we're here, Fox Robbins is here to help, to cajole, to
beg,
insinuate, to make all kinds of
demands.
If you're in small business, it doesn't matter if you're just thinking about starting a business, or you're in the act of actually getting a business up and running, or you have an ongoing successful business, or whatever stage you're at. We're going to try to help and encourage and be a resource for you, and which we've stuck to it. We started this back in 2008. That's 9 years ago.
I was just a child.
Yeah. I'm the co-host, Bill Fox. The other co-host is, get this, this guy is incorruptible.
I am.
He is exemplary.
Thank you.
Get that. And he is estimable, and it's Coach Robbins.
Mr. Bill, estimable?
Yes.
I can't even pronounce that.
We'll work on it after the show.
Thank you.
We're gonna talk about your customers today and rewarding. We're gonna talk about 5 effective and cost-efficient ways to reward loyal customers. Now, Coach, we're doing this because of you. Because
Good.
if there's one thing that you have hammered on so many times, my head is flat. That.
But full of knowledge.
Finding a customer is hard enough.
Expensive.
The object of your marketing plan. But keeping customers is tantamount.
Keeping customers is the number one reason companies survive and companies continue to be profitable. Because as you and I know, depending upon the research you read, it's 7 times more expensive to get a customer than to keep it. It's 9 times, whatever it is. It's a big multiple. It's just expensive to do your marketing, your advertising, whatever it is you're doing in your marketing, to get a new customer in the door. Keep them in the door. These are some of the things you can do to keep them happy.
Well, one of the things we want to do with you guys, and even if you're just getting into business or you have an ongoing business, doesn't matter. You've got to have a mindset that a customer that you earn is a customer that you must keep, and you must think about it. And the question is on this show is, do you reward those customers that you have and who stick with you?
You better.
Have you thought about it?
Yeah, you better.
You say, well, they bought something else. If they come back, fine and dandy. No.
And if they don't, I can go out of business. What the heck?
You want to be thinking, do I want to make sure that they come back?
You do want to make sure they come back.
And that cannot just be, a miscellaneous hope, lingering in your mind. You need a plan to reward people and make them feel good and want to come back. Yes.
You do not want to make your customers happy. You want to delight them, because they will come back, and you know what else they'll do? They'll tell other people.
Tell somebody else. Yeah.
And they become your salesperson.
Coach, suggestion number 1, rewarding customers is in fact called celebrate
right.
your customers.
Right.
What are you talking about? Well, people like to be recognized.
Darn right.
Yes.
I mean, something as simple as a telephone system and there's a restaurant that I call fairly regularly and order some takeout. I actually pick up the phone and they answer and say, "Hello, Mr. Robbins." It's pretty simple. They've got my phone number. They have a system. They even know what I normally order. Do you want this again, that again? Yeah, same order. Or no, change this. Isn't it nice to know they know who you are? They have no idea who they're talking to, probably, But there it is, right on their IT, right on their phone. who's calling? Cliff Robbins. Maybe, here's what he's ordered the last 3 or 4 times. Customer relationship management, CRM. We talk about it constantly.
That ties, what the coach is showing you is that ties in, it's another, it's an episode that we did on
Right.
what's called CRM. It's
Yep.
fancy terminology for customer relations management. But all of that means, you say, if you know what that's all about, great. If you don't, one practical solution is to have CRM software in your company computer, and CRM, and there's plenty of
there's all kinds of
packages available.
Yeah, we did we do a show on it?
I think
or
we did a show. And we
We
talked
either did that or I did a
and we
seminar.
talked to Peter Carlson about that.
Yeah,
too.
well, he's the expert on it. And we talked about the different ones and the different values, different costs, and what you get from it, because you can spend a lot of money on it. If you don't keep up with it, then it's a waste of money, of course. But if you do, it's a very good investment, because, I mean, we're talking here about celebrating and recognition, and customers like to be known. You like to walk into a place and have somebody say, "Hello, Mr. Fox, how are you? Welcome back." Dale Carnegie wrote a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People in 19 small, I don't know, 1925 or something.
Yeah.
And it said the sound that people like to hear most is the sound of their own name on the lips of somebody else. So that's what we're talking about here. Something as simple as to recognize that you're
But
an important customer.
You can't, you and your employees, if you're a small business that has employees, yes or no, but if you do or do not, you can't remember all that stuff.
No.
But today, and you didn't have this, when 20 years ago. Now the CRM stuff, you have it on your computer, on your smartphone.
Everywhere.
You look somebody up, and then bingo, that says that customer name, the last time that person purchased, what that person
Right.
purchased, and
How much they bought to date. Like Stop and Shop, you get the receipts.
You get all this stuff. It's so easy for you.
Yeah.
So think about that.
You pull your receipt out of the Stop and Shop, and it says to you, you have saved $718 so far this year. I mean, they know based on that little card, little thing. They just know. They may not know my name, but they do, because it is tied. That's how you got the little card. And they tell you that thing, and you say, oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Well, there's a suggestion here on retaining customers is, well, think about a customer of the week or the month. I don't know if you have a place of business and the customer comes in and says,
Yeah, brick and mortar.
Coach Robbins is a customer.
Right.
We're
celebrating him this month or this week, and yeah.
You would appreciate, unless you're on the witness protection plan.
Oh, yeah, unless you're on the. Where I don't want to be recognized is at the post office on their wall. That might not be a good thing. But yeah, no, I mean, people love to hear the sound of their name. They love to be recognized, and these are important
And
things.
today, you want to say, a customer of the month, whatever.
Yeah.
If you like that idea, today you've got the magic of the internet. You can use post this to the website on social media. You can put
Facebook,
it on
Instagram,
Facebook,
Twitter.
and Instagram, all that stuff. Twitter or email, email. If you're using email marketing or not, that's a whole nother issue.
Yeah, well.
Put up a sign out front or whatever. You can make your customer, Coach, this is one of your favorite things, make that customer a brand ambassador.
That's exactly what they are. They're out there saying, I'm smart. I buy from them. You should too. Yeah. Thank you.
Here's another idea. Idea number 2 is you could create an early access program. That is to say, giving your special customers, the ones that are your loyal customers, give them something exclusive, such as a product pre-launch,
right,
or a service that you're providing not yet open to the public. What do you think about that idea?
Well, if you do have that sort of a thing, I know I used to be able to maybe buy a new product that's coming out and it's got a new feature, and I would go make a big purchase from some manufacturer who called on me, and then I would take that thing, and then I would look at my better customers, especially ones that paid me, and I would personally, quite frankly, or some of my salespeople say, you know, with this brand new item, it's got this, it's got that for bells and whistles, and if you'd like to have some, you know, we've only got a limited amount coming in, because you do. I'm thinking back, think far enough back into the 80s when they changed the laws of smoke detectors, became mandatory in houses.
Yeah.
You can only get so many, and I'd get 10,000 smoke detectors in. Naturally, I'd dole them out 100 at a time to some of our biggest electricians installing them, and I wasn't going to just sell them to everybody because they were so hard to get in the first place.
Yeah.
So if you were a good customer, a good loyal customer, buying a lot of other stuff from me, then you got the access to those products the quickest.
An example, I mean, this is a big company, but don't be misled by that. Small companies can do this, but Google, they do a so-called, quote, beta release. Beta means a test.
Test, yeah.
A testing program. They have a beta release. It makes their loyal customers feel special.
Right. And everybody wants to feel special.
And that you can create a first to hear list.
Right.
And you can use and you can make use of email marketing, and you can build trust and loyalty this way.
Sure.
So the email marketing, we're going to get more deeply into that. That's still email thing. If you think it's dead, it ain't.
It's not dead.
Email is still
It's
alive.
not dead. It's not even on life support. And Constant Contact was sold for what, $1.5 billion there a year or two ago.
I don't
so
know,
it ain't dead.
yeah.
$1.5 billion company is not a dead company. And,
But email marketing, you got to work at it. You say, well, how do I want to do that? Email marketing is building. For one thing, it's building an email list. Name by name by name.
Did you ever notice that work is a 4-letter word?
Yes.
Scares people.
Idea number 3, guys, is asking for customer feedback. And I don't know. It depends on the nature of business, but I mean, did you ever? You just sell a product or perform a service or whatever you're doing, and you never said, "Am I doing okay, or could I improve?" People like to be asked, Coach.
I want to know. I want to know 2 things when I talk to customers. First of all, when I was teaching marketing research at Bentley, it was called college then, now it's Bentley University. I don't know why, it's just a business school. Yeah. And I taught marketing research in a graduate school, McCallum Graduate School. But I'd start that program off by saying to the students, I'm going to teach you some very sophisticated software and SPSS and blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to tell you the most important thing you need to know about market research right now. And you'd hear the scuffle for pens and pencils, right, still. And I'd say, go talk to your customers. Go ask them, what am I doing right? Not just what am I doing wrong so I can correct it. What am I doing right that you like that I can do more of for other people, right? You want to be in close contact. You want to ask questions of your customers, and then you want to shut up and listen and look, and you can learn so much. It's amazing.
One thing you've got to do in conjunction with this, guys, is they ask the customer, you must not be afraid of what they might say.
Afraid. I want the negative to come to me directly. I used to have a red phone on my desk, one special phone number, and the phone sitting on my desk as the CEO of the company was red, and I had one red business card, separate business card from company business. Yeah, I had that phone number on it. Yeah. I would say to all my better customers particularly, you ever have a problem, you call me directly. You call me immediately. I want to, like the Godfather, Don Corleone wants to hear the bad news right away. I do too, because I want to fix it. I want to correct it. I want to make sure those people are happy. And plus, I will learn, hey, this is happening a lot. I got to do something about the way my company's operating here. If I get more than 1 or 2 or 3 customers saying, same problem, I want to know it first. I want to fix it. And that's all part of customer relationship management.
But you guys, you know what the coach is talking about. That's also wraps into something called brand management.
Absolutely.
But you got to think about yourself. You got to feel that way if you get feedback. If you ask for feedback, if you get it, but you got to be willing also to make changes if change is necessary. You got to be able to do that because customers, you ask for feedback and you do nothing. You've just eradicated, the whole.
You almost
idea.
insult the customer when he comes back again and sees nothing's changed. It's still as bad as it
Yeah.
was, and you're saying, I don't really care.
Right.
I'm paying a deaf ear to you. That's worse than asking them.
Getting customer feedback, it will help you introduce new items,
Yep.
a product or a service or a combination thereof.
New
Also,
services.
new product or new service pricing, a sensitive issue.
Yeah.
But you might as well get that, get that feedback because otherwise you're going to be shot with a silent bullet. You know what the silent bullet is? You never heard it.
They don't call you for anything.
Call you, yeah,
right, that's a silent bullet. And be careful, because when you're asking customers about pricing, of course, they never lie. Well, they might. I don't know.
Well, no, that's it's true. You mean
you got to understand where your prices are too high. Really,
you got to have a judgment. If you get feedback, you've got to have an exercise of judgment and common sense about that. And you got to be careful. You get the 5 or 10% of their customers who are the most vociferous, most outspoken, may lead you in the wrong direction.
right, and those may be this part of the.
Maybe the ones who did not say anything are the ones that you ought to be listening to.
Those are the ones you should be asking.
Asking.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And Coach, item number 4 is this is and you guys think about it, about this. It's invite customers to special events. Creating events, whatever. Like a wine and cheese event or a party for kids. There's a way to get people happy.
People love their kids.
Do something that's fun for their kids.
McDonald's focused on kids. Ronald McDonald. McDonald's whole marketing device was to go after the children. With Ronald McDonald and Mayor McCheese and everything, they wanted the kids saying to their parents, I don't want to go to Burger King, I want to go to McDonald's. And,
I want the happy box.
They wanted the happy meal. They want the little
meal.
whistle or whatever the heck was in the box,
Charity events.
Sure, charity events are very good.
That's an easy one. You guys, maybe you've been invited to such a thing yourself.
That's part of corporate social responsibility, which is very important today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holiday,
Christmas
4th of
parties,
July, New
right?
Year's, Christmas,
Open house, Christmas, New Year's, right?
Right.
Yep.
That type of thing. Car washing.
Yeah, even something as simple. It's summertime, and let the high school kids wash cars in your yard, and say we'll pay for the car wash for the day, and we pay every kid every car that comes through. We give the kids $5.
Maybe you guys have a better idea, but we're just trying to.
There's a book.
Thinking about it. Have a special event that makes sense to you that you can handle in the course of your business. That's appealing, to your customer type of the people who do business with you.
We're covering maybe couple dozen things here. There's a book. I know you. Did I ever tell you I've read a business book before?
No.
Well, this one.
You never said that.
Yeah, I did. Over 1,000 of them. Anyway, this one happens to be 1,001 Ways to Reward Your Customer. I'm guessing the book's 20 years old.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff in there that explains some of the simplest things to keep your customers happy, reward them for being good, loyal customers. Something as simple as saying thank you for your business because the customer's standing. You can't walk around the counter. Train your people correctly, your salespeople.
Yeah.
Walk around the counter, hand them the bag, say thank you for your business. We appreciate it. how hard is that? People don't do it. You know, they throw the bag up on the counter and then walk away from you.
Yeah, right.
Or they're standing there on the phone talking to somebody while you're at the counter, and they don't need to be doing that. You know, I mean, show the customer respect and show them gratitude.
I don't know, guys, I don't know about you, how many, you think back, go back into your memory and how many times that you walked in and purchased a product or a service or whatever, walked away, and they never said anything to you.
That's-
Not boo diddly to
Yeah.
you.
And you know what I call that?
And you know that. So why would you run your business like that? Why wouldn't you differentiate your business?
You know what I call that? Stupid. My students all know when I say, you know what I call that? And they all in unison go, stupid. I sugarcoat everything.
This is another couple of ideas on inviting customers to special events is, hey, tell them to bring their friends and their relatives. Huh?
And another potential customer?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right?
And or here's yet another idea is use an online registration tool. There's thanks to the power of the internet.
That's right.
There are programs
and
like
website. An app.
I had one. I've had invitations. Something called Evite. Is it
Evite.
Evite.
E-VITE, invite, Evite, right.
Evite,
I get it
Evite.
all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
Oh, there's a lot of them.
but
But yeah,
I-
and then you can check. You say, here's the event, here's the time. Will you come? Yes, maybe, or no.
Yeah.
And how many people are you going to bring?
yeah.
You know, and you can, I just answered one for the university that I'm going to bring my grandson to.
Uh-huh.
And I said, maybe. It's Friday night, it's a football game. The Admiral invited us, and I said, yeah, maybe. I'll bring my 6'4", 230-pound grandson, who you might want to recruit as a football player.
That's just, guy, that's just the power of the internet. There are tools now to help you that never existed,
Right.
10 years ago
That's right.
or whatever. So, Coach, idea number 5 is to offer a referral bonus or a reward of some kind, to your customers. And immediately, right away, we have to say a humongous. You're thinking, you get to write a check for $10,000.
I don't think so.
No. A huge offering just a discount.
Yeah, or a coupon, or a voucher, or anything. Just some kind of a bonus
And
for
you've seen-
recruiting new customers.
You've
I
seen
have.
that. It's now a lot of businesses practice. A lot
A lot
don't.
don't. Yeah.
But offer here's a small discount, or hand out a giveaway item. If you bring us a new customer, we'll give you a free
Right.
Easter basket or something.
Whatever, anything you can do, any kind of a bonus, any kind of a reward you can give to a loyal customer who's out there being your advocate, your ambassador, we called it, right?
Yeah.
Anybody, they're doing that, give them a reward. You'd pay a salesman 10 or 15 or 20% of whatever the heck he sold or she sold.
Right.
Why not give something to a customer that got you a new customer?
Right. And or maybe you might want to see an ongoing loyalty reward program. And the companies are doing that.
Yeah,
have
I
been
mean,
doing that for quite a while.
Subway does it. You buy 4 subs, you get 1 free. You keep the little card or paper or whatever it is.
Right.
And, you just keep coming back. And then the reward is when you come back the 9th or 10th time or whatever it is, then you get a free whatever.
Right.
The loyalty, we've been talking about the most important issue is customer relationship management and retention, if you
Right.
want to add that word.
Yeah.
And this is a way to get somebody saying, geez, I've got 5, I need 7, and then I get a free whatever. Great, terrific. That customer's coming back to you. Another reason for the customer to come. Reward them, thank them, reward them, and let them start the process all over again.
But Coach, there's also disclaimer here: don't screw it up.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Meaning like have rules and guidelines.
Yeah, you have to.
Have
Yeah.
it's a program. Don't be casual.
Right.
Don't be disorganized or
Yep.
whatever. Don't make it end up making it worse when you're supposed to make things better.
Right.
And you could post if you have rules. And excuse me, my fault. I'm sorry. I must have made a mistake.
No big deal.
Not the
We'll
first
tell you
time.
what's behind the blue screen.
Anyway, on a refer, have your customers refer someone, and there's a bonus or reward. Don't screw it up. Have some rules and guidelines. Be organized about it, and you can post that. Put it on your put it on a website or on the social media
Yeah.
these days. The thing is about the coach and I during this episode, we're just trying to encourage you think about this retaining customers, and you're just selling stuff, taking orders, for a product or service, and let it go at that is not the way to build a long-lasting, business with loyal customers.
Yep.
So think about it, okay?
And be careful of the have rules and guidelines that you're not too strict. Let me give you a couple of examples. I went into Macy's to buy a sport jacket that was on sale some time ago, and the woman behind the register actually said to me, "Do you have the coupon?" I said, "No." She said, "Oh, there is a coupon for this. Let me," and she pulls it out from underneath and she goes, click, and I saved another, I don't know, $10 or something on it.
Yeah.
Now you say, oh, she just gave $10 of the company's money away. Guess where I'm going back to buy my next suit or sport jacket? All right, that's called customer loyalty. Another one, my wife went into a store. She usually gets these cards in the mail, and I won't mention the store. And she didn't have the card with her, and she went in her purse, couldn't find it. She said, well, geez, I got a card in the mail, and it was just mailed, last week, but I forgot it. It's at home. And they wouldn't honor it, which I think is dumb, because they can go right into their customer relationship database and say, oh, yeah, we did mail something to her. Give it to her.
Yeah.
Don't be think about the lifetime value of the customer, not the value of that transaction.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say about it.
That's screwing up.
That's stupid.
Okay.
Have I mentioned stupid before?
I think you've said that a couple
My students are properly trained. That's what I call, and they all go, stupid.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you for joining us again. And we're gonna keep going with the Fox Robbins Show, and we want to help encourage your best ideas in business. You can send us, speaking of customer feedback, send us comments at foxrobbins@gmail.com. And I want to thank you for being with us again, and we will see you next time.